Hey guys, I'm determined to increase my score in the 3-minute pool. So this game, gonna play fast. If that means I have to cut down on the commentary, sorry about that. Going back to knight f3 on move 1. Here he can play d5, he can play bishop b4, he can play c5 as he did. Okay, so we're gonna get probably a hedgehog setup. I'm going to play e4, and then on the next move, I'm going to play d4. And I assume he'll take, yep. And then we get this set up. Knight c6. I'm going to do this, just to try to probe the d6 square. Not sure how successful this approach will be. Possibly not very, because now he can play a6 and kick me away. a4 played just to make sure he can't play b5. Not to take some care with this knight. Now maybe I can go bishop e3 and play for f4. Rook c6. Strange move. That defends b6 and d6, but might play into my hands with f4 and e5. He does not seem to care. Wow. Sacrifice. Well, I said I was going to play faster, so I got to live up to that expectation. In the last game, I also faced a sacrifice that I felt was unsound. So here he's giving me a rook for control of the light squares. Should I call him on that? I think I should. Let's take this pawn. So he's going to be down almost a full rook. But my light squares are shot. I shouldn't say. I mean, he's got two pawns for it. Okay, I missed that move. Goes after another pawn. Okay. I'm ahead on time. Alert the media. Can play bishop b5. Then I go queen e3. Guard the bishop. Did not see that one. Okay, might have to give up the exchange now. Doesn't want it yet. See if he'll give up his queen for 2 rooks. He does not. Well, I might just double on the 8th rank. Pin him down. Yeah, let's do that.
Check.
Okay, now I gotta be winning. Go queen d8 next move. Bishop c5. Okay. Resigns. That was looking dicey back here. I'm going to take a quick peek with the engine in this position after f4. So when he played rook c6, I mentioned he was walking into pressure on this diagonal. I thought the move that would most justify his decision to adopt this plan with rook c6 would be knight g6 here, letting me go e5, but then sacking the exchange by going take. I don't really like the look of this position for white. This is sort of like the game, but with less of a material investment for black. So let's see what the computer has to say about this. By the way, in a lot of my videos here, I'm just immediately going to the computer for analysis. I do not recommend that you do that if you're looking to get better. I just do it for convenience sake in analyzing these games, because to do a proper analysis, even of a short game like this, requires many steps. I actually tell my students that I try to analyze a game in 3 portions. One, I'll go through the game after it's played and just add in my cursory thoughts about the game, like things I was thinking about, major decisions I faced, that sort of thing. Then the next step will be to get into the meat and potatoes of the analysis. So you go back to the game and you attempt to draw some conclusions based on your initial thoughts. And again, you're doing this without the benefit of the analysis engine. And then the third and final step is to do what we're doing here, add in the analysis engine. And basically, you only want to use that as a spell checker. You want to just use it to confirm or change some conclusions that you came to. So here we're circumventing the first 2 steps and just going immediately to the computer analysis, but be very careful about that. Don't abuse the computer. So he took on c4 instead, which is a good try for Blitz. He's got good pressure with the bishop and the rook bearing down on c3 and also 3 pieces bearing down on e4. I'm pretty certain I didn't play this in the best way. Yeah, and this was shocking. Bishop takes e4, giving up the rook and just going after g2. So he's banking entirely on the light square compensation. Long-term weakness of my king over here. So I grab that pawn. I definitely missed bishop b3. Did not see that coming. But then he didn't take on c2. Decided to take on a4 instead. So he's he's placing a premium on his light square control, and he wants to preserve his light square bishop for that purpose. Yeah, the computer's saying I could be even greedier here. Queen takes a6. I was just trying to defend my bishop and also the rook here. This was shaky. Bishop d8, and then I went back here. Yeah, he consistently turned down the exchange. He could have taken it on c2, and here he could take it on c7. Consistently turned that down. And here I was expecting queen takes c7, where we get a position that white should win, but in a blitz game with limited time, he might have chances with the bishops and 3 more pawns than I do. But seems he overstepped the boundaries. Once I'm doubled up here.
Check.
He doesn't have enough play. Invade with the queen. This is all she wrote. All right, so I turned it around in 3 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. Until next time.